Hello, good day, everyone. How are you feeling today? Thank you for joining us here on the Fast Start training. By the way, I'm Talia Belmonte, one of the masters of Zoreonx and your host for today's session. But before we start, uh, after this session, we will be having a questions and answer portion. You can feel free to drop your questions in the chats after the speaker will finish his session. So to start with, help me introduce our respective speaker for tonight's session. He is our Global Training Director. He has 16 years of experience in network marketing and affiliate systems. He helped coaching people to how to build their team and seen all the possible and compensation plans in the industry and knows them very well. And lastly, he helped one of his or her clients get a team of 60,000 members by working with him. So without further ado, help me welcome our speaker for today, Mr. Emanuel Popa. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Talia. Good evening, everyone, and good afternoon or good morning, depending where you're joining from. I know for some of you it's 8:30 p.m. For some of you it's 5 p.m. For some of you it's 3 p.m., depending on where you're about. So it's we're just we're excited and honored that on a Saturday you took time to join us and be with us. And so let me make it clear from the start. If you're on this call, this particular training today will be a very intensive, detailed, hardcore training on the compensation plan. So if you're not a member, if you don't know what we're doing, I don't know how much you're going to understand. You're still welcome. You're still welcome to stay and listen and look at what we're doing. But this is particularly going to be a training on the compensation plan for Zoreonx Tribe. Now, as Talia said, at the end, we're going to take some Q&A. So you can be prepared to ask your questions and write them. I think it's going to be a very, very good call for you, which is going to inform you and equip you to understand better the way the system pays you. Now, I will say this. We have worked on this comp plan training for the last 4 weeks intensively. It's been hours and hours and hours of writing and slides and thinking and coming back and going back and forth. So we're excited to bring it to you. We wanted to do this a little bit sooner, but we wanted to make sure we do a good job. So this will not be the last time I'm going to do this training on the comp plan. We will do it again in weeks' time. I promise you that. Of course, we'll take some feedback from you based on today's call, and then we will come back and we will do it again. Of course, we're also going to record it. We will also put it online so that you have access to it. You can watch it, you can pause it, you can play, and so forth. But today is the first training we do on the comp plan with the new slides we have, and of course we're gonna eventually we're gonna make the slides available to you so you can have them and you can train your team. So again, it's going to be a very just that you know this is going to be a little bit of a longer call. It will not be a call that's 25 minutes. It will not be 30 minutes. It's going to be longer. It's not going to be 2 hours. Don't worry, but it's not going to be 30 minutes. Okay, because I want to cover this material with you, and I want to make sure you understand it and have a full grasp on it. And then the end, I'm going to take some questions if you want to ask some questions on the chat and so forth. So, and as we get going now, I'm going to start sharing the screen with you. Make sure you do tell your teams to join, tell your people, tell your everyone to join, everyone that you know that's supposed to join and they didn't join. Okay, so it's going to be all right for everyone. All right. So guys, compensation plan for Zoreonx community and for our business model. And I'm sure you're going to get a lot of value. So let's start digging into it. In terms of the rewards, the Zoreonx compensation plan has 6 rewards. Okay, we're going to go through them individually. I'm going to give you examples. We have the DePIN, the expansion, the leadership, the hierarchy, the team triumph, and the royalty. All of them. Okay. This compensation plan is not a binary compensation plan, if you're used to that. It is a unilevel compensation plan, but it has a very unique aspect into the team triumph where you get spillover and you get people you haven't signed up under you. Just wait till you get to that, because if you don't understand that, it's gonna excite you, I tell you that. So that being said, I'm gonna take each one of them and go through each one of them and explain each one of them. Okay, to start with, what you need to know is that with $100 node, you only unlock 4 rewards. With a $300 node or above, you unlock all 6 rewards. So again, there's 6 rewards, okay? And if you want to maximize your income in this business and you start with 100, you only unlock 4 rewards. With a $300 node or above, 600, 1,000, 3,000, 7,000, whatever, you unlock all 6 rewards, okay? That's important. That's very important. So let's see. If you start with a $100 node, you unlock the following: DePIN rewards, expansion rewards, hierarchy rewards, and team triumph rewards. That's it. Nothing else. Now, you can start with 100, but I strongly urge you to upgrade to 300 as soon as possible, okay, if that's the case. If you're serious about this business, you will have a minimum 300 node, okay? Or you're going to upgrade as soon as possible. If you start with a $300 node or higher, you unlock the following: DePIN rewards, expansion rewards, hierarchy rewards, team triumph rewards, leadership rewards, and leadership royalty. You get all of them 6. And that is important. Not to mention the fact that the team triumph rewards is only active for 2 months with a $100 node. So if you start with a $100 node, you have 4 of them active, but one of them is only active for 2 months, and then you're stuck with 3 of them. You're only stuck with the DePIN, expansion, and hierarchy. Team Triumph fades away after 2 months. So again and again, the best, you got to have a $300 node in order to activate all 6 rewards and have access to all of them. Okay, that's important to start with, to remember. Now let's take all of them one by one. The DePIN rewards, okay? That's something everybody gets. And it works like this. You get paid 6 days per week, Monday through Saturday, okay? Every single month, every single week, that's how you get paid. So that means you get paid 26 days per month, exception for the month of February, because that's a shorter month. You need a minimum node of 100 DU dollars in order to receive rewards. Obviously, you're not going to receive rewards if you don't have a node. I hope that's clear. And you have access to this rewards, and you get the daily leverage. You get the daily rewards, the daily leverage of 0.30 per day, okay, with when you have a node purchased. This reward is paid, okay, until you make 2x on your investment. It is paid until you make 2x. So if you're not a builder, if you're not a networker, if you don't build affiliate, if you don't build teams, you have a node, you make 2x, then it stops. Okay, it's simple as that. You can increase your daily reward up to 0.45% with the igniter bonus. I'll explain that in a bit. Basically, you need 3 people that you can register in the first 27 days since you purchased your node in order to activate your igniter. Okay, I'll come back to this in the next slide. And you can activate the igniter bonus for each node you purchase of different amounts. So you can activate your igniter for the 100, for the 300, for the 600. You're not limited in the nodes you can have. You can, on one account, you can have a node of 300, a node of 1200, a node of 3K, a node of 7K, and you can activate the igniter for each of those nodes if you do the registrations in the due time. So that's how the DePIN works. Okay, 6 days per week, 0.30 until you make 2x. Now, once you reach your 2x investment, you can purchase a node again. Let's talk about the igniter reward. Okay, this is not a must. It's not mandatory, of course. This is an option for those who want it to increase your daily reward from 0.30 to 0.45. How can you do that? As I said before, registered 3-node owners with the same node or higher than yours in 27 days. 27 days from when you bought your node, from when you purchased your node. Okay, so you have 27 days since you purchased your node to do that. Once you register your 3-node owners, your reward goes up to 0.45. And again, as I said in the previous slide, you can qualify for the igniter reward for every node you own. Okay, if it's 100, 300, 600, 1200, you can activate the igniter for each one of them. Okay, if you refer 3 people with the same node as yours or higher. Okay, that's how you activate it. And you just need to keep in mind that there's a on the dashboard you will see there's a horizon that's going to show you. Okay, now you don't make more money, you still make 2x on your node, but you get your 2x much faster and break even much faster. That's important. That's what you need to understand. Some people say, I mean, you pay me more. No, we don't pay. You still get the same, but you get it faster, and it's much faster when it's from 0.30 to 0.45. So because the igniter reward takes you from 7.8 to 11.7, and that's important. Okay, you don't stay at 7.8 per month. There's a timer on your dashboard that shows you exactly how much time you have left to activate your igniter reward since your personal node purchase, and you can see it there. Okay, once you purchase your node, you're going to see 27 days, 26 days, 25 days, and it's going to go down to activate your igniter reward. Okay, that's with the igniter, that's with the DePIN. Now, let me show you a few examples with the igniter. Let's say if you own a $600 node, your daily reward is 1.8. With the igniter, 2.7. If you own a $1,200 node, your daily normal reward is 3.6. But with the igniter, it's 5.4. If you own a 3,500 DU, your daily reward is $10.5. Your igniter is 15.75. Okay, that's how it looks like. Just to get an idea, it's not something minor to ignore. If you're on this call and if you're still in your 27 days since you joined, do everything possible to get 3 people until your 27 days expire to get your igniter reward and boost your daily reward. Okay. All right. That's with the DePIN reward. That's the first one. Now we're going to move to the second one. Remember, there's 6 rewards. The DePIN, then the expansion reward. Some people call this the direct commission. And it is the direct commission, but we call it expansion reward, and you'll understand why. Okay. So the base commission is 5% for every node referred by you. If you are a member in Zoreonx tribe, if you refer someone with a node, you get 5%. That's the direct commission. 5% by any that you get for anyone that's referred by you. Okay. Of course, you need a node of 100. You cannot make a free account and start referring people and make money. No, you've got to have a node in order to qualify for this. Okay, you cannot just have a free account and then you start referring people and you make commissions. You don't make commissions. You need if you don't have a purchase node. This reward can be increased from 5% all the way up to 16% with each rank you achieve. This is huge, guys. This is huge. Okay, so as a Zoreon member with a node, you make 5% on every node you sell. That's that. But you can increase your commission as follows. The higher the rank you achieve, the higher your direct commission is. Pioneer, you get 7% for a referral. Builder, you get a 9% for a referral. Krypton, 11%. It goes up. Graviton, 12.5%. Quantum, 13%. Okay. Legend 13.5, it goes 0.5 right now. Titan 14%, President 14.5, Exemplar 15%, Chairman 15.5, and Founder 16%. So the higher the rank you achieve, the higher the direct commission. And guys, again, I don't want you to look like maybe you look and you think like, oh wow, founder, chairman, president, those are far. Yeah, that's a lot of work. That involves leadership. That involves perseverance, and it involves teamwork. But look at the third one, Krypton. Guys, that's not hard. Krypton is not hard to achieve, and you boost yourself to 11%. Let's say Builder. Builder is so easy to achieve. You can achieve Builder in a day or two, in 3 days. You get 9%, almost double. Okay. You get to Krypton, that's 11%. That's a lot of money you can make if you refer someone. Now, why do we call it an expansion reward? Because when there is a hierarchical difference between you and your directly sponsored node owner, the difference will be paid as an expansion reward, and you will get the difference. So let's say you look in the first column, that's you. You're a builder, and your direct is a Zoreon. Your direct makes a sale. Okay. So you get 4%. He gets 5%. But because you're a builder, you make 4%. Okay. Going back to this one, what I wrote down here. When there's a hierarchical difference between you and your directly sponsored node owner, the difference will be paid as an expansion reward. Okay. So you're a builder, your Zoreon makes a sale, you get 4%. If you're a Krypton and your Zoreon makes a sale, you get 6% because you're 11, he gets 5. If you're a quantum, and your direct makes a sale, you get 8%, right? Because it's 13 minus 5. That's 8. Let's say you're a Titan and your direct is a builder. So he gets 9%, but you get 5%. If you're a founder and your personally direct is a Krypton, okay, he gets 11% and you get 5%. So it's an expansion reward. It goes on the hierarchy difference. And it's important for you to understand this. This is how it works. Okay. Now, Graviton is the rank that changes the game. And I'll come back to the ranks later. Why? Why is Graviton the rank that changes the game? It unlocks the leadership royalty reward. Okay. And this is where you unlock this reward. It's one of the 6 rewards. I will talk about it later. It can pay you percentage in the expansion reward, even if someone is on the same level with you. That's important. Okay. Because if you're a builder and your direct is a builder and he makes a sale, you don't make anything. But if you're a Graviton and your direct is a Graviton, you still make money when he makes sales. Okay. So let me give an example. If you're a Graviton and your direct referral is a Graviton, every time they make a sale, you get 0.5 from the sale. And that's important. That's why Graviton is the rank to achieve, because it unlocks one of the 6 rewards, the leadership reward, and also because you get paid when your direct is on the same level with you. And it goes up, of course. And this applies from the rank Graviton and up, whether it's Graviton, Quantum, Titan, Legend, President, and up so forth. This applies. Okay. That's why the Graviton is you need to have it in your mind. Where do I need to get? I need to get to Graviton. I need to get to Graviton because that changes the game. Okay. Now, let's go to the leadership reward. I just explained the expansion reward. Let's go to the leadership reward. The leadership reward is in order to qualify for this reward, you need to own a 300 DU node in order to qualify. Okay, that's number one. You need to have a $300 node. If you don't have that, you're not qualifying for this. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. If you don't have this, you're losing money. You're losing money every day. Every day. Okay, on your downline. Okay, that's you need to remember that. This reward pays you on 15 levels deep. 15 levels. You get paid a percentage from the daily DePIN rewards your network receives. Remember the first reward, the DePIN reward? They get 7.8% per month or 11.7 with the igniter. Well, you get a percentage from what they get daily with this reward. The bonus pays you as follows. On level 1, you get 15%. On level 2, 6%. Level 3, 3%. Level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all the way from level 4 to level 10, you get 2%. And on levels 11 to 15, you get 1%. Now, if you look on the bottom line, you will see how many directs I need to have in order to unlock all these levels. And I'll come back to this later, okay? So if I want to unlock level 1 and get 15% from what my network gets on my first level, I need to have one person registered with $300 and so forth. Check this out, guys. This can pay you 33% from what your network receives on 15 levels deep. Guys, 33%. You need to catch this. This is not a small amount. 33% from what your network receives on 15 levels deep. Okay, think about that. That's not 5%, 2%. It's 33% on 15 levels. Imagine how much money you're losing if you don't have this reward. It's crazy. Okay. So let's talk about unlocking all the levels in the leadership reward. Okay. Again, with each direct of 300, you unlock more levels. So one node of 300, if you've sponsored someone with a node of 300, it unlocks level 1. If you have 3 nodes of 300 that you've sponsored directly, it unlocks 3 levels deep. With 5 nodes of 300, you unlock 5 level deep. With 10 nodes of 300, you unlock 15 levels deep. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, the goal needs to be 10 directs of 300 to unlock all the levels. Now, maybe you have only 2. Well, that's still not bad because on the first 2 levels, you get 21%. So how does this work? Let me give you an example. Let's say you have 20 personal referrals on level 1, and one of them is 300. Okay, the other one, let's say the other ones are 100, hypothetically. Okay, you unlock level 1 earnings from all of them. Okay, let's say you have 100 people on your level 1. If you have one of them with 300, you unlock all the levels you unlock all the rewards for level 1. Okay, all the rewards for level 1. Your goal again is this: get 10 directs with 300 to unlock the maximum rewards from this bonus. This is what you need to keep in mind. What do I need to do? I need to have a node of 300. Number 1. Number 2, I need to get 10 directs with nodes of 300 in order to unlock this reward, to unlock the 15 levels. That's the goal. Okay? So how does this work? Okay? Daily DePIN rewards 0.30 without the igniter. Okay, so let me give you a couple of examples. On your first level, you have 5 node owners with $2,400. Your first level node owners get $7.2 per day. So, because they're on your first level, you get 15% from 7.2. That means you get 1.08 daily. That's what you get if they're on your first level. You're personally sponsored, direct to you. Let's say on your first level, you have node owners of $10,000. They get paid $30 per day total. You get 15% from 30, which is $4.5 daily. The game changes a little bit, $4.5 daily. Let's say on your second level, you have node owners of 20,000. They get $60 daily. You get 3.6 daily because you get 6% on your second level because they're on your second level. Okay? Let's say you have $100,000 on your first level. Node owners. They get paid $300 daily. You get $45 per day, 15% on your first level. Okay, that's important. 15%, 45. Okay, per day. Now that's a different ball game right there. Let's say you have $250,000 on your first level for the people who think big and for the people who are going to do this. Let's say you have $250,000. They get paid $750 per day. You get $112 per day because they're on your first level, and you get 15%. Okay, just a couple of examples. Now, talking about maximizing the bonuses, I'm going to give you some examples now based on a $1 million volume in nodes. Okay, I know for some of you are like, man, I've never sold $1 million with my team in any company ever. Well, this will be your first. I promise you this, for some of you listening to me, this will be the first company where you're going to sell notes and financial products worth of $1 million. Mark my words, what I said today. This is going to be your first. Some of you have done this before. So for some of you who've done this before, and for some of you who know who want to do this before, let me give you some examples. Let's say on level 1, you have $250,000. On level 2, you have 350,000. On level 3, you have 400,000. Okay, and you have how much they get every single day in DePIN rewards. Okay, 750 on your first level, 1,000, 1,200. Okay, total daily rewards $3,000. That's how much they get paid from $1 million. 0.30 without the igniter is 3,000 per day. Makes sense. Good. Now, how does this work for you? On level 1, where you have $250,000, you have 15%, which means you make $112 per day. On level 2, you make 6%, which means you make $63 per day. On level 3, you get 3%, which means you get $36 per day. So what does this mean to you? This means that you make $211 per day, which is $5,499, $5,500 per month passive income once you have a node volume of $1 million on the first 3 levels. I think that's not bad. I think I can live with that. I think you can live with that. Okay. Again, this is without the igniter bonus. This is calculation with 0.30. The igniter increases the stuff. Okay. This is important. Now, let's move on. So again, guys, this is just an example on a big volume, but you have to think big. Okay. If you think your start is slow, you only have 10K, 5K, 3K, look, you're going to get here. Look, if you stick with us, you're going to get here. Okay. I promise. Let's go to the next reward, which is the hierarchy reward. Okay. There are 11 ranks in Zoreonx. The volume required for each of these ranks is never flushed. This is important. Never flushed. Again, the volume is never, ever, ever flushed. It stays there. It's waiting for you. So there's 11 ranks. Once you sign up in the company, once you purchase a node, you are a Zoreon member. You don't have a rank. You're there. Okay, that's just that. You're in there. But then it goes up. Pioneer, Builder, Krypton. With blue, you have the necessary volume to reach the rank. $21,000 to reach Krypton. With white under, you have the one-time bonus you get when you achieve that rank. Okay? It goes Graviton, it goes Quantum. By the way, guys, pay attention. There's only 4 Gravitons and 1 Quantum in the company right now. That's it. Globally, worldwide, we have less than 600 people, paid members. And globally, right now, as I'm speaking, today, we have 4 Graviton, 1 Quantum. Some more will hit these ranks before the end of the month. But I'm just telling you, this is right in the beginning. Okay. So again, with the white, you have the one-time bonus that you get for the Graviton. When you hit Graviton, you make $1,500 a one-time bonus. Okay. Then it's the Titan, $15,000 bonus. Then it's the Legend. For the Legend, you need a volume of 2.2 million, and you get a $45,000 bonus. Then it's the President, almost 7 million in volume. Okay. And that's a nicer bonus, 135K. For the Exemplar, it's a bonus of $400,000. For the Chairman, you need a volume of 47 million to hit Chairman. And for the Founder, you need a volume of over 100 million. You get a very nice bonus of 1,600,000. So these are the ranks, 11 ranks. We only have 9, but some people complain that they cannot make enough money. So we've added another 2. Okay, listen to me. Let's do this. 100 from this call get to chairman or to founder, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, that's the least of the problems. Don't worry about it. Okay, so that's the ranks. Okay, and that's how. Now let's go a little bit more in depth. How do you get them? Maximum 50% volume per leg. only half of the sales from a single leg counts for your rank. Okay. You need at least 2 active teams to qualify for ranks. At least 2. They can be 10, 5, 7, 15, 20, whatever, but you need at least 2. Okay. So let me give you an example. If you want to reach Pioneer, you need 1,500. You need to have it from 2 teams of 750 each. If you want to reach Builder, you need to have it from 2 teams of 3,250 each. If you want to reach Krypton, you need at least 2 teams, at least 2, 10K each, 10,750 each, and so forth. You understand, right? So you need to have at least 2 teams. You cannot just say, well, I'm just going to put in a friend of mine. He's going to sell nodes of 21,000 and I'm going to hit Krypton. No, you're not, because it's only 50% from one leg. Okay, it needs to be now. This again, it needs to be at least 2 teams. This is not a binary. I hope this is not confusing. Like you can have 10, 15, 20, 30 teams, 50 teams. I'm telling you, you can only get 50% from one leg, but I'm going to give you some more examples so you understand. You can have as many teams, as many lines, as many legs as you want, whether you call them teams, lines, legs. You're not limited to a number of teams. You can reach the top 2 ranks. You can reach the top rank with 2 active teams, with 5 active teams, with 10 active teams, with 20 teams, with 50 teams. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm talking about active teams. One team or one line means one personally sponsored node owner by you, which you work with and you build through him. Okay, it starts from him. You can register your friend Alex, okay, or your friend Rakesh, and if you build for them, they can grow the team, and that can be one of your solid teams. You can reach Pioneer with 50 nodes of 100, or 5 nodes of 300, or 2 nodes of 1200. Makes sense. So you know whatever. You can reach Builder with 22 nodes of 300, or you can do it with 11 nodes of 600, because that's 6,500 for the Builder. You can reach. You can have 4 directs, personally sponsored, that reach Builder, and you reach Krypton when you have 4 directs that reach Builder. Okay, so we say, okay, I want to reach Krypton. What do I need to do to reach Krypton? Get 4 people to reach Builder that you personally sponsored. You can reach Graviton by helping 4 of your lines to get to Krypton, and you've hit Graviton. It's very simple, right? It's not complicated. So, just to give you a couple of examples of how things can be done. Now, um, again, it doesn't have to be 2 teams. Pioneer, you need 1,500. You can have 2 of 750, 5 of 300, or 15 of 100. Builder, look at Builder, the second one. You can have 2 of 350, 2 of 3,500 nodes, 6 nodes of 1,200, 11 nodes of 600, or 22 nodes of 300. You get the picture, okay? You're not limited. You can do whatever you want. Look at Krypton. You can have 2 lines of 11,000, 5 lines of 5,000, or 20 lines of 1,100 each. And you get the picture. You can play with it. Graviton, you can have 4 lines of 18,000, 10 lines of 8,000, or 20 lines of 4,000 for the Graviton, and so forth. So you can play with this. You understand the picture. Now, there's a one-time rank bonus for each rank you achieve. Okay, and those are the rank bonuses. You have them. It starts with Pioneer, $45, Builder, 150, Krypton, 450, Graviton, 1,500, and then it starts to get interesting. Quantum, 4,500, Legend, 15,000, Titan, 45,000. Okay, President, 135,000. Why don't I think that's a typo there? Shouldn't be the okay. And so forth. Exemplar, 405,000. Chairman, 800,000. Okay, so again, it goes up and up and up. Okay, that's the one time. This is a one-time bonus. Okay, now here's an example of how you can reach Builder with 12 people owning a node with the 600 pack multiplication strategy. Start with 3 people and teach each of them to get 3. Okay, and then you'll make the Builder very fast. You get 3 people with $600, and all of them need to get 3 with 600, and then you've reached Builder, for example. Okay. Okay, this is for people playing small. If you're playing big, you get 4 or 5 people with bigger nodes, you're done. But if you're going to play with 600, get 3 people with 600 and teach them all to get 3, and then you're Builder with $600. Okay? Good. Let's move on to the next one. The team triumph reward. Man, time passes by. I told you this is gonna be not gonna be a short call. So the team triumph. The team triumph is amazing, guys. I'm not hyping. This is a bonus where you can make money without referring anyone. You heard me. I hope you know this by now. If you don't know this by now, tell whoever, ask whoever invited you to share this with you. Okay. This is a matrix that's filled up from left to right until all the positions are filled up. It's a 3 by 3 matrix. It pays you residual every single month. Once you purchase a node, you're placed in a 3 by 3 matrix. It goes down 8 levels deep, and you can get paid from this even if you don't refer people. So the first level in the matrix is 3 people. The second level 9, third level 27, fourth level 81, fifth level 243, sixth level 729, seventh level 2,187, and eighth level 6,561. It goes on 8 levels. Okay. The more this matrix fills up for you, the more you get paid every single month residual income. Okay. So again, you're placed in a matrix that fills up from left to right. You don't choose where to put people. This is growing level by level, and the system sees where the first available position it is, and it places the people there from left to right to fill in the positions. So uh, on the column in the middle, you have the multiplies of 3. Yeah, the levels, the 8 levels, how much there's on each level. Okay, on the right column, you have the total number of nodes as they pile up. Okay, so if you look on the first line, you have 3, but on the second, you have 12 because it's the 2 lines together, 3 and 9. On the third, there's 39 because it's the first 3 lines together. The first 3 lines together, it's 3 and 9 and 27. 3 plus 9 is 12 plus 27, that's 39. Okay. On the fourth level, if you have your matrix filled up on the fourth level, you have 120 people because it's the total of the first 4 lines. 3 plus 9 plus 27 plus 81, it's 120. That's what's going on there. I want you not to get confused. Okay. And so the total number of people that can be in your matrix, if it's filled up, it's 9,480 on all the levels. Okay. Now, this is an ideal scenario. I don't think we're going to have a matrix where it's going to be completely filled up, but that's the maximum amount of people that you can get into your matrix. Okay. Now, here's how you get paid. Pay attention. You have on each level the number of people. In the you see the column where it says earning per node. That's how much you get paid for each member that are on the first level. On the first level, you get 20 cents for each member per month, not per day, per month. On the second level, for each node owner on your second level, you get 20 cents per month for each of them. On the third level, again, you get 20 cents per month. But on the fourth level and the fifth level, you get $2 for each of them. On the sixth level and the seventh level, you get 140. And on level 8, you get 0.60. So the matrix is built in such a way to reward you to build in depth, to go deep. Okay. It's reward you more when you unlock level 4. Now, pay attention, guys. You don't need to fill up level 3, level 1, 2, and 3 in order to unlock level 4. You can unlock level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 without having your second or your third level filled up. I know that's shocking to you if you don't understand why, but it's possible. Trust me. Okay. I know people who don't have their third level filled up and they have people on the matrix on level 8 and they get paid on 8 levels. Okay. All right. And the column on the right will show you how much you would get paid if your lines are filled up. Okay. So look at line number 4. Look at level number 4. If level number 4 is filled up for you, from level number 4, you get $162 per month. Why? Because it's 81 times 2. Level number 4, you have 81 people times $2. That's $162. Look at level number 5. If on level number 5, you have 243 people times $2, that's 486 every single month from the triumph. and that's how you get paid. You have a person on level 1, 20 cents. You have a person on level 4, $2. You have a person on level 6, 140. This is paid once per month. Now, this is just an example. Let's say you have your first 4 level filled. If your first 4 levels are filled up, you make almost $170 per month. Let's say you have your first 5 level fills up. If your first 5 levels are filled up in the matrix, you make $655. Okay, that's an example. The validity of your node in the Triumph. This is important. Every node you purchase gives you a validity in the Triumph. $100 node gives you 2 months in the Triumph. $300, 6 months. $600, 12 months. $1,200 node, 24 months. That's why we recommend people to start with the $1,200 node, because they have a validity of 24 months in the Triumph. Now, if you cannot afford that, that's okay. You can still lock your position in the Triumph with a $100 node. Okay, and that's important. If your node becomes inactive in the Triumph, you don't lose your position. Once you reactivate, you start earning Triumph positions again. That's important. That's very important. You don't lose your position ever. Okay, let's say you become inactive and you reactivate after 1 year in the Triumph, and you find over 800 nodes in your Triumph. When you reactivate, you will get paid passive income from those people every single month. Okay, so it's important to know, once you're locked in. Okay, you will continue to make money once you reactivate your node. Okay, that's very important. Okay, do not confuse this with the DePIN daily rewards. Some people are confused. Some people are like, well, I thought I get my daily rewards until I make 2x. My node expires in 2 months. It only expires in 2 months in the Triumph if you have $100. It doesn't expire in the DePIN daily reward. That goes until you do your 2x. Not to get confused, please. This is something else. Okay. Some people are like, so I'm only getting paid for 2 months, then I'm not getting my money. Yes, you're getting your money back. You're going to make 2x on the DePIN rewards. This is only for the Triumph. Only for the Triumph. So, how do you build? Like, look, the first 3 people are key to building a strong and profitable network. Okay. Why your first 3 people matter? Because if they actively build all of them, your matrix grows exponentially. Okay. A well-structured network leads to a higher residual income. So, a strong first level members create a stable foundation for long-term earnings. That's what you need to understand. It's very important, the people who you sign up. Okay, if the first 12 people you sign up, the first 3 people you sign up are not going to build any of them, your matrix is still going to grow because you're going to find builders, but it will look differently. If the first 3 people you sign up are going to build actively, the matrix will look in a total different manner. Okay, again, earn even without referrals. I repeat this. This is important. You can earn without referrals. Once in the matrix, you earn monthly as levels fill up under you. You earn every single month. Even if you don't sign up anyone else, you still make money from spillover. Okay, because your first level only has 3 people. So let's say your upline signs up 40 people. Well, if your upline signs up 40 people, some of the people that he signs up are going to come under you, and you will get paid. I'm telling you, this is amazing. Build smart, stay consistent, and watch your passive income grow. And why the $1,200 node is the best choice? It maximize your earning and you stay in the Triumph longer. Okay, key benefits for the 1,200. Of course, the higher the better. If you get the 3K, 7K, it's even better. But this one, it gets you 24 months of active status in the Triumph. You have stronger earning potential compared to smaller nodes, and you lead by example. A node of 1,200 leads by example. It encourages your team to upgrade their node. Okay, bigger node, bigger rewards, faster growth. It's just simple, guys. Now, a couple of more things. How the Triumph reward system works. It pays you every month, 1 payment per month per member in your downline. Your earnings depend on your downline's node duration. Okay, so the longer their node is active, the longer you keep earning. Okay, because if you have If you have 300 people in your matrix and all of them have a $100 node, you're not going to pay only you're going to get paid only 2 months. Okay. So example of trying monthly payments. This is just an example, guys. Okay. Let's say on level 1, you have 3 people. Level 2, you have 9 people. Level 3, you have 18 people. Level 4, you have 12 people. Level 5, you have 13. And level 6, you have 16. This is just an example. You see there how much you get paid. And down, you see the total earnings on the bottom column. So on level 1, you get 60 cents. Level 2, 180. Level 3, 360. Level 4, 24. Level 5, 26. Level 6, 22. So with this particular example, you get paid $78. Okay. If you have these people in your matrix, this is not a lot of people, but it can go bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. So the more people, the more you get paid. Now, moving on to the next bonus. The next bonus is the leadership royalty bonus, guys. And it's quite interesting. I'll tell you that. It's quite interesting. The leadership royalty is a whole nother level. It's unlocked when you hit Graviton, and this leadership royalty reward pays you a percentage from the daily DePIN rewards your network receives, extra from the leadership reward. Okay, it's similar to the leadership reward, but it gives an extra percentage. It only starts from the Graviton rank, and the reward is paid on a monthly basis. Make sense? So this is for the people who really want to make serious money. If you want to make serious money in this company, you've got to get to this point to unlock this. So of course, it unlocks at Graviton. I need to have a minimum amounts of directs for each rank in order to get paid. So you see, for every rank, in order to be eligible for this particular bonus, I need to have a minimum amount of direct sponsored by me. For Graviton is 5. I mean, look, by the time you reach Graviton, I assume you'll have 10 directs, so you unlock your leadership reward on 15 levels, anyways. So this is not a big deal, guys. Honestly, look, if you reach to Titan and you don't have 10 directs, let me put it this way: you're not going to reach Titan if you're not unable to get 10 directs. Okay, in this business. Okay, so this is the minimum required of directs in order to unlock this. But how does it work? Graviton paid you an extra 10%. Quantum pays you an extra 12%. Legend pays you an extra 14%. All the way up, President 18%. Okay. Founder 25%. Okay. So the higher you go, the more it pays you. Let me give you examples so you understand. Every node owner receives 7.8% monthly on their purchase node. I'm going to take this step by step so I make sure you understand it, right? Okay. So the total DePIN rewards paid monthly across the network is 7.8%. Obviously, some people are going to be like, "Duh, it's obvious." Well, it's obvious, yeah, but some people don't get it. So 7.8% is what your network gets, okay, on all the levels. All right. So since each individual gets 7.8%, the entire network gets 7.8%, which is pretty obvious. Now, you earn an extra percentage from the total DePIN monthly reward of your network. An extra percentage. Okay. Let's say you hit Graviton rank, which requires a minimum of $71,000 purchase nodes. The downline receives 7.8% of 71,000. 7.8% of 71 is 5,577 per month. So as Graviton, you get 10% of 5,577, which is 557 per month. Residual passive income every single month. That's when you hit Graviton. It starts with 557 if you catch a full month. If you catch a full month at Graviton, because maybe you hit Graviton on the, I don't know, April 20th. And so, then you don't have a full month. If you have a full month as Graviton, this is the minimum you're going to get paid from this bonus only. Now, the percentages you get for this bonus. Okay, so again, for Graviton, you get 10%. 10% is the minimum, right? It starts with 557, but the percentage grows. Quantum 12%, Legend 14, Titan 16, President 18. Exemplar, 20. Chairman, 22.5. Founder, 25. Okay? So it grows. Guys, I'm telling you, at Quantum and Legend, at Titan, this is a whole different ballgame here. It changes completely. So let me give you some examples. Let's say you have a total node turnover of $100,000 and you are the rank of Graviton. Your downline gets $7,800 per month, 7.8%. That's from $100,000. You make $780 every single month. Let's say you have a total node turnover, of $250,000. You're the rank of Quantum. Your downline gets paid $19,500 per month. You get paid 12%, which is $2,340. Let's say you have $750,000 in your downline. You're at the rank of Legend. They get paid $58,000 per month. You get paid 14%, which is $8,190 per month residual income. Okay? So whatever your downline is, if you have $750,000, they get paid their dues. They get paid 7.8%. That's 58,000, and that's $8,000 for you. Now, for Titan, 2.5 million. Your downline is getting paid $195,000 per month. You get paid 16%, $31,000. Okay, president, you get paid $98,000 with 7 million. For chairman with 48 million, you get paid $842,000 per month residual. Okay, all right. So wherever you think you can go, that's where you get. I'm telling you, for Titan, 2.5 million, and you get paid $31,000. Guys, I'm telling you, a lot of people did this in other companies. All right. Let's talk about fees, payments, and withdrawals. Guys, again, this one, if you understand this one, whew, it's powerful. It is powerful because I know what I did in other companies. I know what volume I brought in other companies. And I know nowhere I came even close to these bonuses. So this is huge. And some of you will do it. And I'm telling you what, in the next 2 years, we're going to have people making this money every single month. Fees, payments, and withdrawals. Very, very, very brief. The platform has two fees, 5% and 0.1%. Okay? 5% is the platform fee. It's taken from everything that comes in, the daily DePIN rewards and all the other commissions. Anything you earn, the platform takes 5%. That's the platform fee. Okay? That's I want it to be very clear. Okay? 0.1 is the withdrawal fee. So and you can withdraw money when you have at least $20 in one of the vaults. Again, you can withdraw money when you have at least $20 in one of the vaults. You need $20 to withdraw. Okay? You can withdraw money every single day, multiple times per day, no limit. Okay? Okay. Now, the withdrawals are processed within a 24-hour span. Now, could it happen in hours, in minutes, or seconds? Yes, it can. But normally, what you need to expect is a processing withdrawal time of 24 hours. Now, some people have had it in seconds, some people have had it in minutes, some people have had it in hours. But again, the standard is 24 hours. But you can withdraw every single day. You can withdraw 4, 5, 6 times per day. Now, if it happens in seconds or minutes, that means the company is over delivering. Okay, but the general expectations to be 24 hours. The withdrawal limit is $5,000 per day. I wish you all to have that problem. Okay, transfer between vaults are possible anytime. They are cost-free, self-transfers. So if I want to transfer money to myself from one vault to another, I can do that. It's possible, it's free, it works instantly. Transfers between vaults cannot be used for withdrawals, guys. If I transfer money from one vault to another, once I transfer it from a vault to another, I cannot withdraw it. Okay? I can't. That's just it. If you've transferred it to another vault, it cannot be withdrawn to your MetaMask or your Trust wallet or whatever you're using. Okay, Type XPay very soon, our own wallet. Okay, looking forward to that. Money can be added via a wallet to the Galaxy Vault. You can use MetaMask, Trust Wallet, soon Type XPay, or a Web3 payment wallet to add money from your external wallet to your Galaxy Vault. So let's say you have $50 in a Galaxy Vault. You need another 50. You go to Galaxy Vault, you click add, and you can add money, USDT or USDC with the BEP20 network, and you can add it from an external wallet. Some people didn't know that. Transfers from one account to another account are possible anytime, cost-free, to another peer. So I want to transfer something from my vault to my friend Alex to his vault. I can transfer from my vault to his vault any time of the day, multiple times a day. It's instant and it's cost-free. But again, once I transfer it, it cannot be withdrawn to an outside wallet, to Type XPay or MetaMask or whatever you're using. Payments are made in USDT or USDC on the BEP20 network. Withdrawal is the same. You must have BNB for gas fees whenever you purchase a node using a Web3 wallet. If you want to purchase a node and you're using a Web3 wallet, you need to have BNB for gas fees. It's not, I think it's like 60 cents. It's less than $1. Okay. I think it's like 60 cents or 61 cents. So it's not a big deal, but you need to have BNB. Otherwise, it's going to give you an error. Okay. That's with fees, payments, and withdrawals. Now, I'm going to give you two short examples of how you can make $1,000 passive rewards. We're going to be done here very soon. Okay. There's 1,000 ways you can make $1,000. There's 5,555 ways that you can make $1,000. Okay. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. So let's say you can do it by hitting Graviton and also getting $40,000 node volume on your first level. If you want to make $1,000 per month. For some of you, that's enough. Okay. When you hit Graviton, you unlock leadership royalty. You will make a minimum of $557 per month passive rewards. Okay? So you hit the Graviton. Then the second thing you need to do is you can get $40,000 on your first level. Your leadership reward on that is $468. Okay? If you have 40K on your first level. So Graviton royalty 557, leadership reward for 40K 468, and you make $1,000. It's one way. There's thousands of ways you can do it. Okay, it's just as simple as that. Okay, let me give you another example. Let's say you want to put 149 people in your prime. You're like, why 149? I don't know. I just chose a random number. Okay, hit Graviton, unlock the royalty rewards, and get $20,000 worth of nodes on your first level. Okay, so if you do all these three, if you do the three of them, you're gonna make $1,000 per month. So with the 149 node owners on your 5 first levels, this is how much you're gonna make. Okay, so if you have this in your matrix, you're gonna make $228 from the matrix every month. Okay, then by hitting Graviton, you make 557 per month from the leadership reward. And if you have 20K on your first level, you get 234 per month from passive rewards. So that's a total of $1,000. It's just two examples, guys. I'm not gonna. You can do this in like however in multiple ways. Now, sustainability horizon. Okay, this is important for you to understand because we have a very well designed system in order to protect the company. In order to be. We want to be here in 5 years, in 7 years, in 10 years. We want to be here long term. Okay, we don't want to go away in 6 months. You need to understand that. Okay, if you're here thinking you're gonna milk something for the next 12 months and you're gonna be out, you can go, but we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay. So the DePIN rewards give you a 2x, and the total commissions give you a 4x horizon. Okay, I told you from the beginning, the DePIN reward you can make a 2x. You can double your investment. Okay, you double your money for the node purchase. The DePIN rewards stop once you make 2x on your commissions. Okay, so if you build and you're a networker, once you make 2x on your commissions, the DePIN rewards stop. Okay, there's a 4x limit on the earnings and commissions you can earn in the platform. Okay, let's say you put $7,000, you can earn 28,000. You purchase 3,500, you make up to 14,000. You purchase a node of 1,200, you can make up to oops, that's a mistake. That's 4,800 there. My bad. I need to correct that. Sorry. So if you put in 1,200, you can make 4,800. That's a mistake. I don't know how I didn't see that. I looked at these slides today multiple times. So whatever you put in, you make 4 times the money. Okay. You put in 7,000, you make 20,000. You put in 1,000, you make four. You put in 300, you make 1,200. That's it. Okay. This is important. 2x stop for the daily rewards. Okay. 4x on the commissions. Okay. You can repurchase a node if you choose to continue earning commissions once you hit that. Okay. Now, as a proud node owner and founding member, as I said, I'm going to repeat this. You can make 2x from your DePIN rewards. As a networker and team builder, you can make 4x from all your earnings. All your earnings. Okay. That's everything, all the 6 of them. Okay. There will always be a cash flow going back into the company and thus more volume for you and more commissions for you. Whenever I make $1,000, I have to put $250 back in the company to continue earning. If I make 10,000, I put in 2,500 back to continue earning. Whenever I make 100,000, I repurchase nodes of 25,000 to continue earning. Whenever I make $1 million, I repurchase nodes of 250,000 to continue earning. This is important, but that's sustainable. That's important. So whenever somebody repurchases a node, you make more commissions. Whenever somebody repurchases a node, there's more volume for your hierarchy reward, right? That's important. If you have a network of 1,000 node owners and 200 of them are working and building, like the Pareto principles, 20-80, every time they make 4x, they repurchase and you get rewards. Every time they make 4x, they repurchase a node and you get rewards as well. Okay. In a product-based company, customers and builders order regularly, some even monthly. In a finance-based company, most members buy one pack in the beginning and then stop. They don't purchase anything at all. So what we did was revolutionary. What we did is revolutionary. Our brilliant system is built not only for sustainability, but also to ensure you get future volume and earnings from the active members of your network. And that's brilliant. So that's the Zoreonx compensation plan, guys. I really hope this was useful. I know it was a little bit long. I can see I've been speaking for like almost 1 hour now, 58 minutes or something. I started, but I wanted to give you details for you to understand. Now, I'm not in a rush. I know for some of you it's late, and if you need to leave, we understand. But Talia and I think someone else here will help me. If you have questions, write them to us on the chat. I will answer those questions. Okay. You don't have to turn on your microphone. I will not say who's asking the question. It will be anonymous. So don't feel bad. There's no stupid question. Okay. So Talia, can you be on guard here if they write to us anything and I don't see it? I know that the hosts will get the questions. So if you have questions and we receive any questions, please write them so I can answer the questions for you. Thank you for joining in such a good number today, guys. There's almost 140 people here. I really appreciate that, seeing you together. So let's see. I'm waiting to see if I get any questions. And Talia and I'm not sure if it's Sid or someone else, but they'll help me here. Talia, we have any questions or not yet?
None so far. Not yet.
Not so far. Yeah. Okay. Some people are like, no, we don't want to ask any questions. Well, look, guys, you don't have to. We just thought we would hang around for a couple of minutes. We're gonna do another recording of this at one point, and we're gonna put it online. I don't think it's gonna be this one. Okay, so I think we have the first question. What is the difference between Igniter rewards and Team Triumph rewards? Well, okay, I don't know if you came in the call late or not, but the Igniter reward is basically a boost of your daily leverage. So your monthly reward is 7.8%. You get 0.30 daily. The Igniter means you get from 0.30 to 0.35, 0.45. So the igniter rewards takes you from 7.8 per month to 11.7 per month percentage. That's what the igniter does. That's the igniter. You know, when you need to refer 3 people with the same node as yours or higher in order to qualify for the igniter reward in 27 days since you purchase your node. Okay, that's the igniter. The triumph is the matrix. The matrix, 8 levels deep. They come in left to right, and as they come in, you can get people in the matrix, and and then you get paid. So look, the triumph reward is a reward where you can get paid without referring people. It's phenomenal. Some people don't want to believe it, but believe it or not, it's real because we see it. So that's the difference between the igniter and the triumph. Okay, igniter is just a boost of your daily and monthly percentage that you get. Triumph is the matrix on 8 levels. First come, first serve. If you're on this call and you don't have a position in the matrix, you better make sure you get it. Yes, exactly. If you buy a node, there's a question. If I buy a node, but I'm not joining any people, is any benefit to me? Yes, there is. Because if you buy a node, okay, first of all, you double your money. That's clear. You get the tokens. Guys, I didn't even talk about the tokens now. Okay, I didn't even talk about the TCN tokens listing in 2027 at $5. Forget that. That's extra money. I didn't even go into that. Okay, but if you have a node and you don't join other people, you don't refer anyone, you get a place in the matrix, and the people that are signed up in the matrix after you will get paid from them even if you did not refer them. Trust me, it's like this. Okay, you don't need to refer anyone, and you get paid. You get paid. Okay, I can show you a back office of somebody who's making money from the triumph and he didn't get. Okay, you know what? Let me show that to you. Okay, hold on. Just give me a second to open it up. And I'm going to show you a back office of a friend who only signed up 2 people recently, but he's making money from people he didn't sign up. Okay, so just give me a second here, and I will show you how that looks like because you need to see it, guys. Some of you cannot believe it, so you got to see it. I'm logging in right now, and I'm going to share screen in a second. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Let me share screen. Okay, I hope you're going to see this soon. I hope you see it. Okay, so here's my friend. Okay, now I want you to see his direct network. Okay, he signed up 2 people, and notice when he signed them up, March 5th, March 10th, right? Okay, so this means they're on his first level. This means he only has 2 people, right? That's it. Both of these people bought a $100 note. Okay, now I want you to look at the team Triumph. He has okay, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, 46 people, level 6, 14 people. Okay. So far, $218 made from the team Triumph. You have the daily income. You have what he gets there from the Triumph. Okay. It keeps going, keeps going. Okay. You look at that. Yeah. Okay. It keeps going. It keeps going. Okay. So this is somebody who's making money. Look at that. I want you to look. I want you to look at that. Okay. All right. So that's the answer. You make money from the matrix. Okay. Some of you have a Very funny comments. All right. So if there's any more questions, if not, that's it for today. I hope this was very informative for you. And yeah, I guess there's no more questions. So thank you all for joining. Thank you, Talia, for hosting this call. Thank you for joining. And I really hope this brought some more clarity how you can make money. We will bring more info and more stuff for you. Trust me, we're working hard behind the scenes, guys. If you knew what's happening behind the scenes, you'd be excited. But you'll see. You'll see. So have a great end of the month. Let's boost this. Let's crack some numbers. Let's hit some new ranks. And wish you a wonderful weekend and a wonderful next week and a good night to all of you. Thank you so much. Have a good one. All the best. Bye bye.